Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the mistakes I made when I was just starting out as a social media manager. If you are a social media manager or you are an aspiring social media manager or you are looking to start anything that has to do with the online space, right, for yourself, I advise that you stay to the end of this video because you don't want to make the same mistakes I made. So if you are just seeing my video for the first time, my name is Bolo Atife Farobi. I'm a social media manager and I'm an advocate for brands, businesses, content creators that are looking to stand out on the digital space. Right, you're just starting out, you're looking to bag your first client, you're looking to scale through the online space basically. That is why I am just pivoting. Right, if you check my last video, the last video I made, I think I'm going to attach it to this video. I shared my journey on how I started earning six figures as a social media manager. All right, let's get right into it. One of the mistakes I made when I was just starting out was that um my first job, the first job I did was a physical job. Right, I didn't really have a plan. Right, I didn't have a structure then. So I was really excited to bag my first job. So before I landed my first client, I had to build my portfolio. I'm going to make a video about that, right? How to actually build your portfolio without having any experience. So I'm going to do that in another video. Let me know if you want me to talk about that, how you can actually build a portfolio, right, without having any prior experience as a social media manager or any niche of that you currently have. So my first job was I was really excited to start the job, right? So um when I first started my interview process with the client, I was just saying yes to everything. That is the first mistake. Like I was really excited. So everything that I was going to be doing, I think I was looking at an hybrid role, right, where I can come and then probably work for 3 days, 2 3 days, but eventually I had to work for four times in a week, right? Then I was supposed to be posting on the social media platform that was Instagram, right? I didn't really have any structure. As a social media manager, you need to know what you are charging for. You need to have like a pricing plan, right? That is, these are these things you are going to be offering for this particular role. For this particular services basically. So then I didn't have any structure like I mentioned. So I was just told, okay, this is what you'll be doing, this is what you'll be doing. I did not even object, I didn't clarify things, I didn't really stand up for myself, right? So I was just really happy, excited. I'm getting this. Okay, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be creating content, I would be doing this, I would be editing, I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. So at the long run, it became really overwhelming for me because the expectations were just too much for me and I was not earning that much. I mean, it was not bad for a start, right? I mean, the job, it was not bad for a start, but I was doing too much for the amount I was being paid. So at the time, I was creating content, right? Before I gathered all the staffs, to shoot content, before we get it right, we spent hours, and then I have to edit the content. I have to work on designs, graphic designs. I had to post, right, schedule content, and I was not allowed to use my own assets. I mean, in terms of laptop, mobile phone, the brand has all these things, right? So I was meant to use it, and when I'm leaving for work, I drop everything. So there was no way for me to work at home and all of that. So it became really really overwhelming for me, and the most overwhelming part of it for me then was that I was I was required to be posting like every 2 hours. Now, when I first started, the CEO was, I don't know, she tried as much as possible to like put my work down, like make me feel bad, then say, oh, it is me that is doing your job for you. Look at this person's account. They post every 1 hour. They post, I mean, I'm just going to create the content. Come up with content ideas, create content. Before I get every of your staff to comply to cooperate with me to shoot a particular video or something like that, it takes me hours. Then after I stress myself to do that, I now edit the video. I'm expected to design, make graphic designs. I'm expected to edit the videos. I'm expected to put out content every 2 hours. She was not like, oh, okay, so instead of doing every 1 hour, let's do every 2 hours. But during their sales period, I will be posting like every hour. I said that cannot work. That can't work for me. look at the time. I say you plan your content ahead, you will do this ahead. Even if I do that ahead of time, I cannot be posting every 2 hours. It is not possible. Then later on, when I had the time to, like, after I left the job, then myself willingly, after then I had like, I was opportune to work with other brands. And then there's this particular brand I worked with at some point. The post was coming in, like if I made a post now and I go to the page, I see other posts coming in. So the woman, because yeah, she's an like, the client was an international client too. Then at the point, the first, this one I was talking about posting twice in a week, it's a physical job, so it's a Nigerian client. So this particular one, I saw that her post was coming in like every other time. It was coming in like in a day. You can find like 6 posts there. Apparently, it was not just one social media that was managing that account. So I now flashed back to the period when I was working for this woman. I said, "Ah, can't you see this person's page? They are posting every now and then, especially during their sales period. Their posts coming every now and then, like frequently, more frequently." I was like, oh, so this is what is actually happening. These people actually have different people posting on their platforms. Like, you employ different social media managers, or it's either it's actually a bigger firm, like a bigger company that has different people handling different things. For instance, you have a graphic designer. There are companies like that. It's really really nice to work with brands, with big brands, because they already have they have things that are already working for them, right? Not like startup that you want to get one person to like handle multiple roles for you. So for brands like that, the only way that would actually work for a single social media manager posting every now and then is that probably that social media manager is just handling posts, because different roles varies in different firms, in different brands. Basically, I can work for this brand now, and what they would require for me to just to edit their videos. Some brands will require me to just post or schedule their content for them. Some require me to handle their full management, social media management, which is posting, copywriting, scripts, handling scripts, editing videos, graphics, and all of that. But there are big companies that actually have different departments that handle these things, which makes it much more easier, and they will even pay you much more better than what startups would pay you. You understand? So if you're just starting out, we have there are different social media managers types that we have. Like, we have different types. It's either you reach out to clients, or you build your own personal brand where clients comes to you, which is the best, right? When clients come to you, they are coming in and you are giving them your terms, right? Okay, so they already talk to you about what they want. Okay, this is what we want you to do and all of that. Okay, this is what we would be needing from you. Then you now propose your own. You give them your proposal. You give them your contracts to sign and agreement and all of that. But if you're looking for a social media manager work, most of the time you have to play their games. Like, you have to work according to what they want. You understand? So it's most likely better to actually build a personal brand as a social media manager, and then get people to actually come to you for your services, which is like the most sweetest part of it. So if you're just starting out as a social media manager, it is much more better for you to actually have your structure, know what you want to be charging per services, right? The services out there that you can offer, a lot of services that you can offer as a social media manager. So you have your own pricing plan, and then you propose it to them, and whenever they come to you, clients tells you to do something that is not something you think will be convenient for you, it is not a bad idea. It is not bad at all for you to say no. If you cannot do something, no, it's not a crime. It is okay to turn down jobs that are not favorable to you. It is very very okay. So don't find yourself in that tight position. It's not nice at all. Like, working for brands, like within a month working working with that brand, I was really really overwhelmed. Before I get time to go and get snacks to eat during the day, it's almost afternoon, and it was really really not nice. So if you're starting out, it's not a bad thing to say no. If you're not, don't let clients, prospects inconvenience you. Basically, it is not, we have different clients that has different needs, right? And then you might actually have things that you might have a structure, right? And then you've done this thing, you've rendered the services to them, and they want you to make amendments. You can decide to charge for it. Or you can just tell them, okay, they are actually, it's not a bad idea for you to work on a project or work on a particular task, and then you are asked to readjust it. You understand? Most of the time, it might actually be the requirement of those clients, and then they now ask you to change it again. Then and come you deliver that, and they ask you to change it again, change it again, change it. It is really really not nice. So you can decide to charge for it. You can offer free adjustments, probably like twice. And like I said, it is better um for you. If you're actually building your personal brand, you are coming off to them as, okay, this is what I do, and they are the one coming to you, so it is much more better that way. So I hope you've learned one or two things from what I've shared today. If you like this video, please do well to give it a thumb up. If you like this video, please do well to give it a thumb up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification for other videos I post. I would see you in my next video.